Here we are.
Stairs too.
Flat Earth Life Science. This is Hayat Shalom, and we made it here to the Plaza Hotel. And this is what you're gonna see when you come out. There's MadMikeHughes.com. Oh, that looks like his rocket. And so this is what you're gonna see when you first come in. We're gonna go in and get our tickets, and got the different people here. Hello. So what are you guys up to here?
Just trying to promote this Flat Earth type Expo. It's actually called Exit the Matrix.
Yes.
It's kind of it's more than just about Flat Earth, actually.
Yeah.
It's about questioning things, you know?
Yeah.
That's why this guy is going to go fly up and check it out for himself like everybody else should, right?
Is that something that he'd actually be living in, or, I mean,
No, he made it.
flying in?
He's going up in it and coming down in it.
He's already gone up in one and tried it out, so.
And it landed safely?
It's all good.
That's the one?
It was a different one, but this is a different one.
Does he leave by parachute or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah.
He's actually talking about it right now. If you want to get all the juicy details,
Yeah, we will definitely be doing that.
On the third.
Okay, here we go. We're going up the elevator. What are you thinking?
We're gonna go up to the third floor,
Okay.
get our name tags.
All right.
We're here.
We are here, folks.
Let's see. Right
Let's
now.
see what we're doing. Okay, we're here, folks. This is the convention center. Wow, it's really nice, actually. Hi.
Hi, I'm Carol.
Hi.
The Earth is flat.
Yes.
This is a picture of Marilyn Monroe holding the Gleason's Flat Earth map, and she signed it.
Whoa, that's wild. So she knew, huh?
She definitely knew, and
Then they
probably
killed her.
part of the reason why they got rid of
And
her.
they killed her, yeah, that's wild. Oh, look at all that.
These are flight pattern maps for the flat Earth.
I love that right there.
Yeah, that's a good
Earth is
one.
flat. What are these now?
Flight path for flat
That's
Earth.
Interesting. And are
this-
we able to
this one
get
is
these
the
somehow,
CBS,
like
so
online, to
definitely.
look at them, or?
I'll put them up on Facebook.
Okay, cool. Under what?
It'll be under Flat Earthers United.
Oh, okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I see there's a little infinite plane right there. I think that's the frog. I like this. That's cool. It should be like on a level table, though. Flat Earth. That's cool. Oh, look at, ooh. That's neat. Wow. Oh, see, now this is what I'm talking about. On a table. That makes sense. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool. I like that.
Why don't we have that paddle with a flat ball?
These are neat. Cool. Oh, that's fun. And then they are over there in the room talking. To see what they have to say. Exit the Matrix, Las Vegas. What else do we have over here? Interesting. FlatEarthModels.com. Okay. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Chris Pontius,
Hi,
and I'm
Chris.
from Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
And I was told it would come be funny one time. She says, if you could just make a paddle ball where you got a flat earth map and you got a ball of earth,
Oh, that's funny.
that would be good. And take out your frustration.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Oh my
I made
God.
one for fun. I was going to make some more, but I
Oh, that's
more
funny.
into this stuff.
That's hilarious. I love it.
And then I made some decals for people's cars. If you want to put one on the back window
Oh,
of your
yeah.
car or your bumper or something.
Oh,
These
that's
are
good.
chrome
Ooh,
decals.
I like the chrome. Yeah, that's really cool.
And these are orgonite pyramids. If you're familiar with orgonite, it was invented by a brilliant man called William Reich, and there's some really cool movies on YouTube about him and his work. He was a genius, and he started healing people, doing this cool stuff, and the FDA showed up, burned all his books, locked him up in prison, and made him look like he was a kook. Because he's a genius like Tesla.
And that has something to do with 5G protection?
Yes, it's really good to have lots of crystals and orgonite around your house because we're in a sea of frequencies right now, and our body operates on frequencies. That's how microwaves work and everything. And then with the 5G, a lot of people are worried that because you can get inside your head and do things with frequencies and basically put thoughts in your brain and everything. I've heard all kinds of weird stuff about it, but having lots of orgonite around you. So I carry a little emulate in my pocket that I made right here. Just kind of carry some around. It's good to have.
Oh, neat.
And then this is orgonite is made with putting organic and inorganic materials inside of a matrix and then having crystals in here because crystals are the key to all of electronics work. Without crystals, nothing would work because they vibrate at a certain frequency. And so by putting coils around them and doing different things to them, they become very powerful. And if you understand what the piezoelectric effect is, you're playing with a big lighter, you click it, it makes a spark, it lights your lighter.
They have cookware with copper also.
Yes, copper cookware, well that's, but that's to get some, they just transmits the heat better. That's what copper's really good at. But copper is a very magical metal, and we have to have a certain amount of copper in our bodies or it doesn't function right. It keeps copper keeps elasticity in your skin.
Yeah.
And also what I found
And I
out
need
when your
this
hair, my
one.
hair used to be a lot grayer.
Yeah.
Because copper, when your hair turns gray, you have a copper deficiency.
Is that
And so I started drinking a lot of colloidal copper, and my natural hair color is coming back. I would have white hair like yours by now if I wasn't drinking the copper. Colloidal copper.
I need to carry a lot of pennies, huh?
Well, pennies help, but you won't get much through there if you know anything about colloidal silver and colloidal copper.
The mineral.
Yes, it's just it's a special metal that gets in there, But what happens when you put the crystals inside of the resin is the resin cures, it shrinks, and it's squeezing the crystal constantly. When you squeeze a crystal, that's what happens when you click a lighter, it makes a spark.
Yeah.
There's two little tiny pieces of quartz in there about the size of a head of pin. And when you click that thing down, it puts it in a twist, and it comes together with a force with a twist like that, and it makes a high voltage, which goes a spark every time you do it. So they put out energy, but by putting them in a matrix and then squeezing the crystal constantly, they absorb a lot of negative energies and frequencies, and some people swear by
So
it.
by having these in your home,
Yes.
it will do
it's
that.
a lot of people that come in my place will go, wow, your place just feels really good. There's something different about it. It's all the orgonite I'm surrounded by.
Yeah.
It's very
Do you put them in the garden?
Yes, people swear by your plants grow better.
Oh, okay.
Some people put them out by their smart meters. If you know anything about smart meters on your
Oh,
house.
right,
You want to have a shield around that thing because it's always putting out microwave energy constantly. And some people have them right on the other side of the wall, their bedroom, or outside of the house.
Exactly.
And you're just all the AC wiring running through your house and everything.
Yeah, that's
Grounding is
control.
very, very important too. Pulse it with a frequency, it becomes way more powerful. So there's lots of information on YouTube and the internet about orgonite if you're curious to learn about it. And there's a great movie on YouTube about William Reich. Just go on YouTube and go William Reich, the movie, and it's very well produced, showing all his work back in the 40s and what happened to him and all along what the government did to him and everything. And I became fascinated with his work.
Is that the orgonite that they get from Russia or something?
Well, what's in some of these, and this one right here is called shungite, and that comes from Russia.
Shungite.
And shungite is very incredible. It's only in a few places, 2 places around the world. The main shungite I've ordered on eBay. It looks like coal. They're real hard black pieces of. Is
that for purifying water too, or
It
something?
purifies water, everything, but people swear by shungite. and selenite crystals, and just working with the shungite and the selenite. At the end of the day, I'm energized. It's something magical about this stuff. So this has shungite, selenite, metal shavings, BBs, titanium. There's silver,
BBs
silver
if
leaf
we
in here.
ever
This
have
has
to,
copper shavings in it.
use the BBs for something?
The dome.
Yeah, these are actually steel BBs that are silver plated. You can get copper BBs and steel BBs. I
And
put
the purpose
those
of
in there.
BBs is to shoot them?
It's
or?
BB guns. Yeah, you buy a little jar full of them, poured them in there while I was mixing it. It's just all different kinds of metal things. And you order the special shavings from exotic metals. I've heard that you don't want to use too much aluminum in them. So, but I like using the titanium is really good. Titanium is a very special metal.
It's very light.
Yeah.
It's strong and light.
But this is my latest one creation here that I did right before I left.
Ooh, look at that.
Date all my models.
Nice.
Throw a wrench in it or something?
Well, this is another story.
Is that a rocket or a wrench?
Talking about the chats on the internet chats. That there are certain people that get in there and try to disrupt the chat. And so to be a mediator on there, the person that runs the whole, that sets the YouTube channel up, if somebody's in there, they give certain people a blue wrench.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a mediator, so if somebody comes on and they're not acting right or being mean or something, you can kick them off with a wrench. So it's a symbolic thing for people that do chats, and it's just I don't know who started it, how it go, but he was joking. He said, "What would be fun is to somebody needs to make a big blue wrench and make a big globe, and then have the blue wrench smash into the globe." So I have a funny story behind that. So I was like, I got to do that. So I made the wrench up. This was easy. I just out of wood, painted it, and I was trying to make a big globe with a shell that would smash and crumble. Inside the idea to get one of those big party balloons, and I blew it up, and then I used the drywall hot mud. I mixed up a big bag of hot mud, coating this thing with a shell, pop the balloon, and it's so fragile it collapsed when I hit it with the wrench. Anyway, I remember with a friend of mine, and we were coating this thing. We got about 2/3 of it up, and it was pressurized and full, and the balloon popped, and the mud went everywhere, all over the shop, all in our hair. It was hilarious.
That's
we didn't get
funny.
it on video. So I learned that didn't work. I have to get one of those little bounce balls you sit on, something more rugged to get a shell.
You had the glue. Remember you got them at those
Oh, the blow up from Oriental.
Yeah, you could buy blow up globes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I needed something that I could make a shell that would just shatter. Because a lot of people are doing videos where they're burning, they're getting the little globes and burning them, shooting with shotguns and all kinds of stuff.
Shanking the globe.
And, on fire, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to put some fireworks inside. Get
Oh
nice on
my
the
goodness.
camera, and then have this big blue wrench smash into it, have it crumble, and get all that, make a little control video. That was just a fun thing to play around because this is hard work and serious stuff trying to make this. So this is my 66th model that I made, or whatever. I date and number all of these.
Did you etch it from the? Did you etch it out?
This is laser etched. This is the actual star constellation
I love
that
it.
we see when we look up. Polaris is right in the center right here.
It looks
They're
like
all
it's
labeled.
spinning, is it?
It is turning very slowly
Oh,
because
that's
the stars rotate around
yeah, I
this.
love that.
So I tried to make really, my woodworking skills have improved.
That one's
I'm trying to
really
make
nice.
these
I love
frames
that.
And get the finish. This is Tiger Eye Maple, which is one of my favorite woods to work with. It's
beautiful.
And get closer and closer together. And in a few minutes, the sun will be on top of the moon. And then it'll pass over it, and as it's passing over it, and right on top, it'll create a shadow, and the shadow will gradually travel from west to east across there, just like it did last year when it started in Oregon and went across the country, that 70-mile wide swath. It works perfect on a flat earth model. I've seen it happen on this model before. You see how that arm leaves a shadow over here? But when that gets right on top of the moon, you'll see a little square shadow on there. And then as it's passing it, the shadow will actually move the opposite direction and cross right over. And I've seen it happen on the models. The first time I saw it, I was like, whoa, that's exactly what happened with the eclipse. So it works with this model. So yeah, these, and then I figured out how to use backlights to backwash the wall. And then it has a remote control on it that can change the light, the chase light that goes around here. So you got all these different patterns, and you can play with it.
Yeah, I see the
There we go. Turn.
shadow. Yeah, I
That's
see
right.
it.
And the shadows will move the other way. as it's passing it, it'll start to back up and go the other way. This is not doing as much as the other ones do, but it's actually it's
That's
so
really
hard
cool.
to recreate the world that was created for us on a model.
Yes, yeah.
Because ideally, the sun and moon spiral in and out. That's how from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. I'm sorry, get backwards. Capricorn's out, Cancer's in, and so as it travels, it spirals in 183 turns half the year, and then 183 is back out to where it was. So it's 365 days of the year, and so that's how we get our seasons.
Yeah.
So in order to really recreate the model, I'd have to have the sun and moon slide up and down the arm at just the right frequency, and it's real tricky to do. It's hard enough just to get it to do this. I worked on this for years to get a good, reliable design that'll last and not break and work for a
It's
long
really
time.
nice.
The reason I think a lot of people have trouble accepting the flat earth is because they paid a lot of money for education that went into debt for years to learn what they learned, and they just don't want to throw that out the window and start over again because, you know, that's my education, that's what I know, and they just can't do it.
Right.
They don't want to do it.
It's true.
Well, they just want to believe. And it's all belief because, you know, I just have to,
Minds are not open either.
you have to have an open mind. You have to just look and think about the way things are. My favorite thing is water. It's the only proof you really need to be on flat earth because water always sees its own level. They call it sea level for a reason. They don't call it sea curve. It's just sea curve. And water cannot be curved on anything. And use things even on a large scale. You can do a small scale model and create that, but you cannot get water to curve. Period. It won't do it. The only time water will curve is if it's in a thin film and it's in the form of a bubble or our eyeball. Our eyeball's got saline and water and it's curved around the surface, but it's just only a few molecules thick. It's a real thin film of water, but water has surface tension. But when you put enough water together, and another one too is when I think about the size of the Earth, and they say that the equator is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and people don't realize how fast 1,000 miles an hour is. And it's centrifugal forces. If you know what centrifugal, have you ever ridden on a merry-go-round when I was a kid? Just the
articles in the news, but it's a discussion, and we're serious. No cursing, no insults, or you will get blocked. And then you'll run around for months or years complaining about how we block people. That thinks the person below as well. We block people who has been systematically manipulated with clever disinformation. So that's what I'm going to go over today is a lot of disinformation. These all, I mean, I've been in dozens of articles. They'll say I run the Flat Earth Society. They'll lie about the number of people in the group or the name of the group, or they lie about what we believe or what we claim Earth is. They'll misrepresent the flat Earth model and say we think it's a disk floating upwards. We think boats fall off the edge. It's all a bunch of nonsense. So the media's controlled. They're obviously trying to catch up to what's going on right now. So they're putting out lots of disinformation. Guys, do your own experiments. Don't believe anything I say up here. I'm not here to preach. I'm trying to teach. Anyone can verify all this stuff myself. I heard Mr. West say 10 or 15 times. I'm not saying it's true. This is just the standard model. I am saying this is true. I am saying this is where you live. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not saying it's true. No, science is an empirical method of proving something. You get a 1 or a 0. It's black or white. You either prove the cause of the effect or you disprove the cause of the effect. So, moving on. Scientist means truth seeker.